This is LJ Motivate for you. Today I'm going to be talking about why I think many people are getting hurt, and most times this hurt might be coming from a man that they are dating, the man they married to, their family member, their brothers, their sisters. It's a very sensitive topic because I'm sure a lot of people will be dying, will be really excited to hear what I'm about to say. Don't let people break your boundary. Don't entertain people that have got loose boundary and they think that they can just come into your life and run show over your life. I think I wrote a quote about it, that don't let people come into your life and start running shows. If you've got a boundary, if you've got value, if you've got the same things that you respect so much, don't entertain anybody and let them feel that because their life, they haven't got no rules, they haven't got no boundary, and you entertain them and encourage them to step into your life and run things the way they want it. And another thing, I would like to encourage those people who always, I would like to say, like a people pleaser. So at the end of the day, they are the ones that are always very at the losing end. They are the one that get hurt most. Because remember, if you've got loose boundary, if you've got a boundary that is not tight, people will come in anytime they like and they walk away anytime they like. Because most times that's where you entertain, or that's where you encourage people who are just the people user. There are people that they walk around, they really don't have that empathy deep down in them, even if they try to pretend. Listen, these people might try to pretend that they are there for your best interest, but they are not. It only takes a very smart person, if you know what I'm saying. Everybody's smart, but if you know what I'm saying, it takes a very strong, observant person to be able to figure out these people or this type of a person. They might sugarcoat you, they might give you love bombing, but it's not true. It's fake. If your boundary is loose, it's like you've opened the road for them to come in and use you, or and to you gain access to be able to take advantage of saying things about you. So when you have your boundary, make it clear. That's why I still encourage and say it's good for you to communicate, saying things that you know that you like or you can entertain, and things that you know that you will never ever entertain. Because most times when you speak, you might be thinking, oh, if I say what I don't want people to do to me or what I will not tolerate, people might see me like I'm being harsh, or people might think, oh, like I'm not welcoming. It doesn't matter. But trust me, people that respect you, people who also have values, who also have boundary, who also understand the reason for people setting boundaries, they will understand where you're coming from. Because you're not trying to make other people happy, but you're trying to protect your mental health, you're trying to protect your sanity, you're trying to protect your mental state, you're trying to protect your well-being. Because if you allow people to run show, if you know what I mean, if you allow people to just come into your life because you're trying to appear to be a people pleaser, you're trying to put on this facade that people should see that you're a very nice person, it doesn't work in the world that we are living. Do things that you know that you are happy. So even if you're trying to help somebody, let it come that you're not doing it out of pressure. You're not doing it because it's coming from a place that you want your family member, your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, your friends to see you that, oh, she's a very nice person. No, do it because you're doing it because it's coming from a genuine place. Because you're doing it because it's at the right time. You feel it's the right time, right? That is why you're doing it. So when you're doing it, you don't feel pressure. You don't feel like somebody is putting pressure on you. You don't feel like somebody's shoving something over your throat that you're not even prepared to swallow. So that's the reason why that if you're setting your boundary, don't be afraid to let the people know your boundary, why you're setting them. It's like a company. If a company does not have policy put in place, people will come in and do whatever they like. That's the reason why when you go into a company or you work in the company, before you even start, they're telling you that we've got culture here, we've got rules, we've got regulation. Are you going to be coming to work on time? We've got our starting time is 8 o'clock or 7:30, right? You're going to make sure that you're here before that time. Because if you're not complying to our rules, our terms and condition, you might lose your job. That's the same thing that applies to companies. So that's the same thing. Don't think that you're being harsh. No. You're just protecting yourself. You're protecting your sanity. That's the reason why you should have your own terms and condition. It does not make you look weird. If people think that you're weird by setting that is the people that they're going to be hurt all the time. Those are the people that at the end of the day, they'll keep calling other people to gossip about how they're feeling because they're not able to come to open and tell people that, listen, these are the things that I cannot tolerate, or these are the things that I would not want somebody to do to me. So because you're communicating, you're telling people how you wouldn't want people to treat you, it makes people to respect your boundaries. It made people to follow you the way you want people to follow you, right? Instead of you just having a loose boundary. That's what you see. It's like people, it's like an empty house that people just think that, okay, we can visit, we can go into that home and pack out at any time. So who is going to be in pain at the end of the day? Who is going to be losing at the end of the day? Who is going to be sad at the end of the day? Who is going to be thinking that, oh, everybody are just using me at the end of the day? Is you, because you don't have any boundary, because you don't have any rules or you don't have any standard put in place. So at the end of the day, if you ensure that you protect yourself by making sure that you let people know that they are saying things that you just need to respect me. That's all. You just need to ensure that if we're going to have a respectful relationship, friendship, I've got boundaries and I've got rules. So I hope you'll be able to comply with it. That is it. Finish. That way, you will not have to be so depressed. You wouldn't have to even call a third person to start mourning, start complaining. So I hope I got you inspired.